What's going on, fellas? I have a free training coming up on 3 secrets how to make a woman fall in love with you. I'm gonna give you 3 secrets to teach you that can make women fall in love with you. You're not gonna want to miss this. It's free. Sign up. Link in the bio, the description, or the comments, wherever you see this at. If you're a guy who struggles to keep women around for a long time, if you're a guy who struggles to make it out of the honeymoon phase of dating, where it's 2-3 months and then the girl goes. If you're a guy who struggles maintaining attention and attraction over a long term, if you're a guy who struggles trying to maintain a rotation of girls and keeping them there for a long time, if you're a guy who's trying to get into a long-term serious relationship, this is the place you need to be. August 25th, 3 secrets to make a woman fall in love with you. You do not want to miss this. Come get this free game. The next symptom of simping is you have a fear of checking women. If the thought of putting a bitch in her place makes you uncomfortable, or if you're scared of that, you're scared of what's going to happen when you put a bitch on ice, you're scared of what's going to happen when you enforce your boundaries or check a woman. If you're scared to do that, you are a simp. If you tolerate the bad behavior and disrespect from a woman, you are a simp. At the end of the day, she ain't going to do shit to you. She can't beat you up. She none of that shit. Stop being scared to put women in their place. They actually respect it. They actually like you more. Stop being scared of confrontation. Stop being scared to enforce your boundaries. You see what I'm saying? Because they ain't gonna respect you if they can walk all over you. So don't be scared to check no chick, bro. She violates you or she get out of line, you check her. And if she don't want to get it or she want to argue and be disrespectful, you make her hit the highway. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. You understand what I'm saying? I want you guys to understand something and take this. King Dre said this. King Dre coined this. And this is some real shit. Every time you tolerate a woman's disrespect, you do every man on the planet a disservice. Every time you tolerate a woman's disrespect, you do every man on the planet a disservice. What do you mean by that, King Dre? That girl who threw the knife at my man, right, and disrespected him in his house, she's done that to somebody else, and done that to somebody else, and done that to somebody else before. So every guy is making it harder for the next guy. You understand what I'm saying? Now, it'll take a real dude to come in there and stop that, and then she'll understand it. But the reason she even tries you like that is because she thinks she can. She has the confidence and the balls to try you like that. And that confidence just don't appear out of thin air. That confidence comes from success that she's had pulling the shit elsewhere. So every time you let a woman call you out your name, every time you let a woman call you out your name, disrespect you, cheat on you, violate you, put their hands on you, disrespect you, whatever, and you don't do anything about it, you make it harder for the next man. And as men, we need to stick together, because we all have one thing in common, is that we know these bitches are out of control. We know that. And so we need to get on one accord, at least under the banner of getting our women back together. And we can start right there by stopping tolerating disrespect and bullshit. Women shouldn't be able to. If you watch Fresh and Fit, women, that's why I love that show, because it exposes a lot of the things like that guys like me talk about. You get to see women playing it out in HD. You know what I'm saying? But women are if you watch that, sometimes they talk about flaking on dudes. Flaking is one of the most disrespectful things that you can do. Standing somebody up who set aside time for you. Women are literally like okay with that, and they laugh about it. On the show, they talk about, laugh about it. Oh yeah, I just, I tell a guy, my favorite excuse is my auntie's sick and all that shit. They like have no qualms about it. You know why they do that? Because they know that they can get somebody else. They know that, you'll be right there when they come back. They know that you'll keep chasing them. They know that another guy tolerate that. If all women knew right now, if they flaked, it'll be hard for them to keep a man or get a man. They will stop flaking, because before social media, women didn't flake like that, bro. Women didn't flake like that because they ain't really know where their next meal was gonna come from. You understand what I'm saying? It was harder for women, although it's always been easier for women to get easier for women to get sex than men, it was still harder for women to get play because there was no internet. You understand what I'm saying? And women didn't approach men, so women had to wait for men to approach them. So women were not as flaky, not as disrespectful. You understand what I'm saying? Now, that ain't the case. They flaky, they disrespectful, they fucking, the whole nine. But the reason that they doing that is because guys allow it. So every time you tolerate a woman's disrespect, again, you do every man on the planet a disservice. A chick flake on you, that's it. If she flake on you, don't have a rescheduled date. Say, hey, listen, something came up, blah, blah, blah. Let's meet tomorrow. That's it. You shouldn't give her, that's cool. We can meet tomorrow at 9 if that's cool with you. First round on me, I'll make it up to you, whatever. That's cool. But if they just flaking and you still giving them attention and they just stringing you along and you allowing that, the reason they feel so confident to do it to somebody else because you give them the confidence to do it. Stop tolerating women's bullshit. And I can guarantee you, if we all stopped tolerating women's bullshit in unison, they will change because they need you just like you need them. They need that attention. They need that validation. Let me tell you something about human beings. We desire companionship. We desire attention. We desire from the opposite sex. We are hardwired to do that. And the people who can't do that are usually suffer mentally from it. Look at the men who can't get, validation and sex from women. Look at them. Look at the women who can't keep a guy past sex. You see what I'm saying? We want different things, but we want different things as men and women. We want different things, right? But the thing we want is common. We want validation. We want desire from the opposite sex. And we show those values in different ways, right? And I said that to say that they need you too. If men today said, you know what, we ain't dating, we ain't getting no more attention, we ain't liking no bitches' pictures, ain't no more dates, fuck y'all, we did that for a week, these hoes will fall over and die on everything I love. See, you know why they so, I don't need no nigga, I fuck these niggas, get that bag, girl, yeah, fuck them, yeah, we don't need y'all. You know why they act like that? Because it's 100 motherfuckers, they got 100 DMs with heart eyes and they take it for granted. Because guys give it away so freely. Guys let them do what they want to do. That's why they act like that. If that shit stopped with men today, women will change overnight, I promise you. But don't let them fool you with, we don't need no man, I don't need nothing. The reason they saying that is because they got 100 dudes to so they take it for granted. If that went away today, if that bitch lost her legs, she'd be on TikTok crying about how guys don't want her and you shouldn't leg shame. You see what I'm saying? Guys are pigs because they don't want to date her. They'll be crying. When you hear women talking like that, they take it for granted and they have it in abundance. The same way I say, bitch, I don't fuck by these. You know why? Because I know I can get it because I know there's a whole bunch of them. I'm confident in it because I've been successful with it. You understand what I'm saying? So I said all that to say, stop being scared to check women. If you have a fear of checking women or you tolerate bad behavior and disrespect from women, you are a simp. That's a symptom of simping. Again, I'm gonna say this one more time. Every time you tolerate every time you tolerate a woman's disrespect, you do every man on the planet a disservice.